You're trying to time it together, really? Are you saying Predator or welcome back to the vlog?
Welcome back to welcome back to the vlog. They see Predator.
Welcome back to Predator.
A vlog. Yes. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Appreciate you guys watching. Got two babbling idiots. And to preface this vlog, we've got I mentioned two babbling idiots today. We are not feeling it. We're like all over the place. So I figured, you know what? Instead of just me being out here by myself babbling, Ross Anderson, he's pretty good at babbling. So we're gonna babble together, and somewhere in this jargon we'll have like probably not much content. So bear with us. But yeah, one of the biggest things we ran into with this truck was a huge wiring issue with this truck. Customer really had no idea how bad the wiring was done on this truck, with potentially multiple owners behind it, wires going all over the place. It was bad. So Jason, throw up some pictures of the wiring before.
And yeah, there was T-taps, butt connectors. Both of those things are not allowed on our premises. We do all of our work in-house.
But to one up the T-taps, check this out. This is how they connected some of the wires on here. Can you see that? Look how dangerous that is. They've got zip ties, so they wound the wires together right here, then cut it, like kind of spread it out almost like a braid, like, I don't know, and then put some zip ties down, which is crazy. Now they did put electrical tape over the top, which somehow makes it safe. But this thing was a fire hazard.
At least for this scenario, it went from a black to a red and then doubled down on the zip ties. So that really secured that connection there.
So you really have no idea what's the positive and which one's the ground. Now maybe it went from positive over here to a ground with the double.
Yeah, that's with the interface. That's how it changes polarity when you use the zip ties like that.
Yeah, so you're actually making electricity there.
There you go, yeah. This is the new electrical vehicle.
With this one, you're not making electricity, apparently.
Step down.
Yeah, so horrible. So the whole truck was like that. We went through it, and I don't know how many hours we had, probably 80 plus hours, just rewiring this truck. It was bad. You start in one area and fester through it and get through that area, and then it led to somewhere else. And then we had wires that were like this one that was changing color, but it would go from red to black to green to white to pink. I mean, it was all over the place.
Yeah, it was a test of the electrical wiring for our guys, refreshing that, correcting it. Every wire into the doghouse was orange, so we had no rhyme or reason of what it was. All the aftermarket stuff was definitely added in a very lackluster manner. The factory wiring was just as bad. You got some pictures that Jason's going to put up of module that had smoked and melted itself.
Oh yeah, the thing was about to burn up.
Yeah, the wiper motor we just switched out this morning, that was again in bad shape. So the customer had no idea. I just kept sending pictures and they're like, wow, I didn't know, please correct it. Yeah. You know, there was definitely some worries there.
Yeah, and it's fortunately we caught this one, but there have been other ones. A couple of vlogs back, I think we had the slant back, one of the slant backs on there that went through a fire. It was actually grounding issue. What was the
amps? Someone had stacked amps, so they ground out and torched the whole interior. Yeah, horrible situation that went on with that one. So yeah, definitely be careful where you're going, where you're getting things installed. If you try to do it yourself, just work within your skill set. You know, there's tons of vlogs out there. YouTube's great access to getting the knowledge, but really relying on a shop. Coming to where we've had tunnel vision on the Hummer is really the way to go.
And then on top of that too, you always want to go above and beyond, where even following the directions on, let's say, an alarm system, they typically use T-taps. That's industry standard for an alarm system. It allows it to go in super quick, but, and I've seen it multiple times where you have a CAN bus system that's sending out a signal through a wire. It gets interrupted with the T-tap, and then all of a sudden stuff is turning on and off, doing some weird stuff. So we definitely don't use T-taps here. Sanderson mentioned T-taps or zip ties with braided wires. But Even sometimes with industry standard stuff, don't go that route. Just cut it, solder it the correct way, heat shrink it, go above and beyond, especially on these trucks. We want to keep these guys around as long as possible.
Yeah, so we should open the hood on this thing so you can see the engine.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
Pop it open. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it over to Paul Sanderson.
All right, with this Duramax swap, it's very similar to all the other Duramax swaps with the, Jesus, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh
Get
my
off
God.
me. Get over here so we struggle together. There it is.
Anyways, we got a Duramax engine in here, and we've got some fans over here. Helps out with cooling. Duramax engine makes you go fast, gets good fuel economy, and you can peel out.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Two-wheel drive.
Yeah.
This is like the worst vlog ever, guys. You know this.
Two babbling
right?
idiots. I told you today's an off day.
I will point out though, 4-star induction. I went into some communication with guys earlier today, and I was going on a tangent.
I think it's-
firing it up.
I think it's his haircut. His haircut's screwing up the whole
know.
vlog.
Oh my
Not
God.
working.
Need
You
some
mean
gel
his
in
lack
that thing.
of a
I have
haircut?
Yeah.
no products today.
No product.
I'll help you out.
Help me up.
Yeah, help you out.
Thanks.
Help you out.
Yeah, man. So I wouldn't mind talking about the 4-star induction. Done it a few times, but I'm looking at this. What is this?
What are you even talking
Squirrel.
about, Sanderson?
Squirrel.
All our turtles.
This is bad.
It's going bad.
Yeah.
It is a cool
It's
truck.
just getting worse.
It is a cool truck. So anyways, we got another truck that's leaving today too. Wanna go see that one?
Yeah, see if that one doesn't break. We'll come back to this one. We're clearly not ready to describe the camo truck. Cool looking truck,
Be back
great
here in a minute,
motor.
guys.
We'll come back and ramble here in a bit.
You're the new camera guy?
Yeah.
Alright.
Forward a bit more so you see what's going on.
Since you're too fat to squeeze in here.
Dark, I can't see you.
Yeah, because it's on manual settings.
You're really bad at this.
It's really heavy.
You're twice the size
I
of
wasn't
him.
expecting
You're
it to
literally
be.
maybe 3 times the size of him.
That means I have to carry a 3 times the size arm. So this is the other vehicle that's going to leave
Well, then
today.
you got to do the intro on the next
Oh, we're
truck.
doing a night night.
Yeah, 2 babbling idiots back at you on the next truck.
Pewter soft top. Wilson actually did the PPI in this
I
a
did.
few months ago. And that evolved into the sale of that vehicle. And then it came in here, we did a few of the accessories you see that Ryan's gonna go over right now. Hey, I called you Ryan.
Hey, I
This
got
is
a name.
Ryan Wilson, by the way.
I got a first name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, besides the PPI, there are a couple items that we corrected. Couple little items. I think there was a transmission leak. Quick fix on that one. CTIS leak.
Yeah. Steering
it was-
gearbox too.
Yeah,
Ball
steering
joints,
gearbox, tighten that up. And then after that, we went through, oh yeah, ball joints as well. After that, we went through and installed the D-ring brush guard. And actually, Paul was instrumental on the accessory, so I'm gonna let him take over the accessory side of things.
Yeah, very good. Nice handoff there. Here I am again. And I'm Paul.
Not
Usually-
Sanderson.
Not Sanderson. There we go. Something
Oh
different.
man, we
Yes.
are on it today.
Yep.
I don't even think I'm gonna do any editing. I'm just gonna put this all together and just put it up.
Well,
on
you
the
got to
wall.
edit
Just
your
edit
voice out
yourself
now
out of it.
because it'll be
Oh,
like,
it's
where's
fine.
this voice?
Yeah, you're gonna ruin
And
the.
it doesn't
Okay.
make sense. So this was good until that.
And then also, guys, if you can see this, this is what we're dealing with today. Look at how tight
Oh,
these
there you
pants are today.
What's wrong with my
And
pants?
look at your shoe. Dude, you got
Oh, it needs to
one
be
shoe
tight,
that
though.
needs a little help there. And well, actually, the pants need some help, bro.
Just coming back from his jazzercise class.
3 babbling idiots.
On the accessories, the Viper bumper it fits well. You see it right behind Ryan Wilson there.
Totally blocking it.
That one integrates well up into the airlift hooks that we have outfitting with our hood gasket there. That seems to be, as you've seen on all the other episodes, a token for most of our builds. Like it, put it on my own Humvee. It's a great fit. Something that we haven't shown much is the new side marker light that came out of the R3 trip to SEMA. Doesn't be the right way you would say it.
Yeah, yeah. Back in October, we all went out to SEMA together, met up with Richie from Rigid, and they just introduced these lights. and they're flush mount lights. Really cool because there's a halo on the outside. You want to hit the lights for me? So we're running them as the running lights.
Yep.
And it also has a flood pattern here too. So it's a dual functioning system, which is really cool. So you can replace the factory lights. This is a factory design mounting location bezel that we've created here, and just bolts right in place, and then you can have dual functioning lights. You've got some floodlights on the side of the truck as well as your lights on the side of the truck.
Yep. This is the older model.
Do I make sense at all
newer
today? I don't think
2002 is kind of slightly
We're over in 2002 here.
so then the rear is slightly different, larger shape, covers the footprint of the original light that was on this older model.
So folks, if you've made it this far through the vlog, I really appreciate it. Probably a lot farther than either one of us have made it through the vlog, obviously. But
we did a battery tender also. Want to look at this squirrel? This is a nice walk-up function. Have the extension cord, plugs right in.
Hey, isn't this where you zoom in on
battery
it?
No, I'm gonna do overlays.
Battery tray mounted battery tender.
I don't think anybody's paying attention, Sanderson. You know what, guys?
That's cool.
Why don't we just get to the sneak peek of what we're really gonna be filming and showing them of what's inside that Randall's is working on? Because that's really the true premises of this all.
Is it?
What's he working on?
I just got here.
Let's go find out.
Let's go.
All right, so coming up on one of the next vlogs is this truck. You saw this probably last time where it's fully stripped down. We just got it back from paint. We did the whole Predator Kevlar liner on here, and full custom green. It's actually an interesting color. It's actually metallic green. And every time we put it inside this Kevlar liner, it comes out a little bit almost darker than the original color.
Yeah,
it's just a different hue, but it's really cool. We'll get into this truck later on because there's a lot that's going on with this truck as we're building it up, and probably do a whole vlog on this like maybe next week or so.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. It's gonna turn out well. Hard doors, twin voltage system, all the above. Soon to come. Wilson's gonna show it all in the upcoming episode. And now we are going to find a way off the vlog so I can go back.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Boom, done.
And make sure to hit the subscribe button down below.